welcome to the Expert Talk series of ITMI. I am Paloma Pancholi, student of Broadcast Journalism at India Today Media Institute. So today we have a most eminent personality of media industry, Tirtho Banerjee with us. He is a well-known journalist, author and poet. Heartiest welcome Mr. Banerjee in the ITMI Expert Talk series.
Thank you, Paloma.
Mr. Banerjee is the Senior Assistant Editor at India Today Group. Before that, he had also worked with Lokmat Media Private Limited, The News Indian, Khalish Times, Times of India, Hindustan Times and a lot more big media firms. Let's have a talk with Mr. Banerjee. Sir, I just want to have some questions with you. So how was your experience as an editor since you joined the media industry?
Paloma, it has been full of ups and downs, highs and lows. I worked in small organizations as well as very big banners, under the big banners.
Okay, sir.
And I started as a proofreader in a legal journal.
Okay.
And it has been a very long journey, 29 years.
That's great.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
I started my career in 1994 and now it's 2023.
Wow.
So it has been 29 years.
Okay.
It has been a checkered journey.
Okay.
But I have learned a lot and unlearned as well. It has taught me a lot of things. I learned the nuances of editing and reporting. And it has been sometimes, it has been a very difficult struggle, very when you are dealing with very difficult situations.
Yes, that's right.
So it's a challenge. So that is how it is.
Yeah, it seems that it is a beautiful journey you have with.
Yeah, at every step I've learned something new.
Okay,
yes.
That's great. Okay, so sir, my second question is that what is the roles and responsibility of an editor?
Say the most important responsibility is that to convey a news in a way that it doesn't look biased.
Okay.
It doesn't sound biased.
Okay.
So that is the most important responsibility of an editor or a reporter.
Okay.
It has to be a very balanced, you have to take a very balanced approach towards news. That is very important.
Okay, that's great. So you have worked as an editor in both print and digital, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's
as
great.
well as a reporter. I started my career as a reporter.
Okay, that's great. Great. So as a budding journalist, what are the things that we need to keep in mind?
I think the most important thing is integrity.
Okay.
And honesty.
Okay.
And you have to be very precise.
Okay.
So don't try to verify the facts. Don't go by what the reporter writes.
Okay.
Fact check.
Okay.
It is very important that you fact check.
Okay.
When you fact check and verify the news, then you are able to convey the right news to the audience, which is very important.
Okay.
Another thing would be that don't take it as a job.
Okay.
I would suggest that don't take it as a 9-to-5 job. It is a vocation.
Okay.
You should feel passionate about it.
Okay.
If there is passion in what you are doing, you will be able to excel in it.
Okay.
That is very important. What I think is that passion is lacking in the youngsters these days.
Okay. So sir, fact check is the most important thing.
Yes,
we need to keep in mind.
Fact check, because without fact check you won't be able to convey the news as it is.
Okay.
Which is, it should not sound like a biased news.
Okay. So like we have to be unbiased at any cost. What are the news? What are the things going on? We have to be unbiased in every situation, right?
Yes, you have to take a balanced approach.
Okay.
You have to take versions from both the sides, not just one side. So you have to put it in your story in a way that it looks very balanced.
It seems that it is the most difficult thing to do, to be unbiased sometimes.
Yeah.
If we talk especially about politics.
But then I understand there is a tilt every human being has a tilt towards something or the other.
That's
but
right.
that is how you have to treat. You don't have to go by what your emotions.
Okay.
You don't have to be swayed by your emotions.
Okay.
Okay. So that is very important.
So being a journalist, it's our responsibility to just convey the news as it is to the audience, without being judged, without being
Judgmental.
unbiased or judgmental.
Without being judgmental.
Okay. I would like to tell one more thing, that Mr. Banerjee is not only senior assistant editor, but he is also faculty at India Today Media Institute for writing for digital platforms. So my next question is related to that what is the importance of writing in media?
Writing in media involves, as I said, the copy has to be reader friendly,
Okay.
and that does not mean that you don't put the facts across.
Okay.
It has to be put in a way that the reader is able to understand it.
Okay.
Okay.
We have to avoid jargons and everything while writing, right?
Yes. It
Okay.
has to be in a way. It has to be presented in a way that the reader is able to understand it
Okay.
clearly. That there has to be
Okay.
clarity. First, you have to develop clarity in the language,
Okay.
and then the facts, which are very
Okay.
precise and which are verified properly.
Okay, so we have to keep in mind that whoever is the audience, but we have to keep our language very simple and easy so that he or she can decode the message as it is or what we want to tell through the writing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And what is very important is that you have to have a nuisance. The angle is
Okay.
very important.
Okay.
Any story that you do, the angle of the story,
Okay.
because every reporter, every editor has a different perspective.
Right.
So, and that is what differentiates one from the other.
Okay.
So that perception is very important.
Okay.
That angle, that perception is very important.
Okay, sir. So, in the era of digital world, do you think that in the upcoming year, television will be replaced by digital platforms?
I don't
This is the
think-
most interesting question nowadays everyone wants to
See,
ask.
I don't think that anything can replace the other. They can stand on their own. But since the digital landscape is growing by the day,
Okay.
I think all the media, the different mediums of communication, they have to stay relevant.
Okay.
And how do they stay relevant? They have to adapt to the changes, and they have to the digitization has to be adapted in a way in their business models that it becomes relevant.
Okay.
That relevance is very important in whether it is digital media, whether it is print media or the TV channels.
Okay.
One has to be relevant. One has to reinvent. In fact, we as journalists also have to reinvent ourselves.
Okay. Yes.
We have to learn new skills,
Right.
upskill ourselves.
Right.
That is very important.
Okay. So, don't you think that e-newspapers or digital platforms will replace newspapers as well? If you
No,
talk
I
about-
don't think so, because newspaper is very tangible.
Yeah, it's tangible, but it's mostly because due to lack of time and everything, people are now used to
See, what I see, that's what I saw
e-newspapers.
a day before yesterday,
Yes.
that I was traveling in metro.
Okay.
I was commuting in metro, and I saw that there were people who were reading the newspaper, and there were people who were reading books,
Right.
and there were people who were engrossed in the mobile phones.
Right.
So everything is there. Everything has to be in tandem.
Okay.
You can't isolate one from the other. Like I said, the concentration, the focus of digital media is on videos now.
Right.
So it is very important that we are able to become relevant according to the changing times.
Okay.
That is very important.
Okay.
Yeah.
So each and every media has its own importance
Yes.
nowadays.
Digital has its-
Nothing can be replaced by anything. Right?
Exactly.
Okay, so it has a wonderful session with Mr. Banerjee. Thank you so much, sir, for this
Thank you,
session.
Pooja.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.